Hi, and welcome to The Gist. Thanks so much for listening today. For most of us, the pull of distraction is all too familiar. The main culprits, of course, are our overly busy lives and our always on devices. Neuroscientist and author Maryanne Wolf examines this phenomenon in the context of reading. Her new book, Reader Come Home: The Reading Brain in a Digital World, explores how we're getting worse at reading information slowly. We're becoming a world of scanners because words, or anything else for that matter, don't hold our attention for as long as they used to. But I think this phenomenon goes well beyond reading. It impacts the way we work, the way we spend time together, and even day-to-day activities like driving or cooking. I wonder how we can expect to feel calm or to produce anything of quality when our attention spans are rapidly shrinking. Wolf suggests that we can learn to focus better by developing what she calls cognitive patience. Here are a few ways to do just that. We can start by setting aside time for deep work. Computer scientist and writer Cal Newport has written extensively on this topic in his book on the subject, along with his essays and podcasts he produces for students and professionals. He recommends setting aside regular, undistracted time in our calendars for deep work. When we don't block off this time, it's easy for meetings, calls, and other activities to overtake our day. This reduces the quality of our understanding, analysis, and output in the work that really matters. Many jobs have some need for deep thinking, whether you're creating art, producing literature, writing a research paper, developing a lesson plan, or drafting your next sales presentation. I know sometimes we wish we could go off to a beautiful cabin with no distractions so we can work quietly. But the reality is that we have to make time for pockets of deep work every day amidst many other responsibilities. That way, we can chip away at big projects in small chunks without falling behind and give them the quality of attention they deserve. Outside of work, we can also simplify daily activities by single tasking. We seem so determined to cram in as many things as we can in one day that I wonder if we're doing anything well. We might be listening to an audiobook as we're out for a walk, or have a video playing in the background as we're cooking. Sometimes it seems unimaginably boring to do any of these activities without some extra stimulation from our phones. I get it. After folding the third load of laundry, the fourth load is a bit more bearable if you're listening to your favorite playlist. But it doesn't hurt to try these seemingly mundane activities on their own. I recently did, and I have to admit it felt weird and uncomfortable at first, but with some time and practice, I actually started enjoying it. For one, I got through my walk without stopping to fix my earbuds for the 10th time, and I made dinner without burning it, actually savoring the sights and smells of the food I was cooking, because I wasn't swept up in my audiobook. In other words, I was in the zone, and my brain and body felt a lot calmer. In fact, there's mounting evidence from neuroscientists like Dr. Richard Davidson showing how much happier people report feeling when they're not distracted. Finally, and more fundamentally, our overstimulated brains could do with some space to just be, to feel bored, to process information in the background, to rest, to do the kind of reflection that happens when there isn't anything else going on, to integrate our experiences from the day and enjoy the unexpected bursts of creativity that come out of silence. Does that mean that technology is our enemy and we can't fill our days with rich activities? Not at all. When I look at my children and the magic of technology, the knowledge at their fingertips, I'm excited for them. And I wouldn't trade what I've learned from all the information I read, watch, and listen to. We don't have to cut these valuable sources of knowledge out of our lives, but we don't need to engage them so much that we risk our ability to focus on the most important things. So the next time you're doing your deep work or reading a good book or heading out for that walk, leave distraction behind and notice how good it feels to practice cognitive patience instead. Not only will your brain thank you for it, but you might realize how much nuance, complexity, and richness you were missing by skimming the surface. On that note, wishing you a great week ahead, be well, and see you next time on The Gist.